Erickson Galt.
Here.
Spiz.
Present.
Markham.
Here.
We have a quorum.
All right. Let's
We about to
all,
go into closed
We're gonna
session.
do the closed session
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
we're gonna do the closed session first.
Don't close the door yet
can't
though.
close it yet.
We're not there.
Still open.
Can't do anything.
Thank you.
Glad you're here.
All right,
I just texted.
Oh, you did, okay.
let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, next we have approval of the previous minutes.
So moved.
By Commissioner Spiz, supported by Commissioner Taylor. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, minutes are approved. Next, we have approval of today's agenda, moved by Commissioner Taylor, supported by Commissioner Long. All in favor of the agenda, and I'll make note that we moved the closed session to first so that we could get that done, and
Get them back to work.
and get them back to work. So we will let folks know when that closed session is out. People are waiting in the main room for us for the rest of the meeting. So if you're coming for that, just join us in the big meeting room right now, and we'll let you know when closed session's over.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
since most of the people are in the other room, should we wait for the public comment because there's nobody here for the public comment? Okay.
So first public comment, is there anybody that wishes to address the finance committee? Voice vote on the agenda. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. All right, next we have our first public comment. Anybody who wants to address the finance committee at this time? I don't see anybody, so we'll close our first public comment. And at this point, we will move into closed session. I need a motion to do that, correct? Moved by Commissioner Taylor, supported by Commissioner Spiz.
Guys, we need
All right.
Yolanda in here.
We're gonna be in
She's
closed
coming.
session and.
Woo, she's
Yes,
running,
you got here
running.
just
Yeah, we
in
have to do
time.
roll call.
Like it.
We're in session, yeah, let me shut this.
Not yet.
And I can count them.
And we do not record the closed sessions, is that correct? This is
I
fine.
said I was reading the history of
We're not
Flagler and Ben
backlighting.
Johnson.
Oh, yeah, they had a lot of litigation.
But it made, when I,
It's not a big deal.
you know,
It's okay now.
Yeah, it's okay. We're
sorry.
It's okay.
We're perfect.
We're good.
You just wanna
Okay.
get to the Teams meeting or go to wherever you got us?
Thank
Just one more minute, Commissioner Markle.
Okay,
Well, we're still on, I just wanna thank you for putting me first, because I've had a death in the family, my mother-in-law died, and we're in the middle of all that, and
so
Our
sorry.
deepest condolences.
thank you.
Yeah.
Somebody on my song, we're talking. But I was reading up on it, I need a little history, so you know.
Thank you, Erin.
Okay, are we good?
Yep.
All right, so I declare the meeting back in open session. And I will take a motion.
I would move that corp counsel be authorized to proceed in accordance with the directives discussed in closed session.
I support.
Okay. Moved by Commissioner Spiz, supported by Commissioner Powell. Let's prompt the vote.
Come up for you. Okay. We have 7 yeas, 0 nays.
Motion carries.
Try
I'm
your
gonna-
button.
Thank you very much, commissioners.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Refresh.
Alright, and I did let all of our guests know that the meeting's starting again, so they're just getting their stuff together. I believe
Together.
Brian Leffler will be the first.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Always nice to see you.
Yes, likewise.
Oh, it's
Holly,
they're part of special projects where we allocate small amounts of money to different communities. And they're here to advocate funding for the Christmas
It's
festival
a
they
kids
do.
fest.
Yeah.
So cute. I used to take my daughters there every year.
Oh, nice. Well, now you know Oakland County helps fund that. That's all right.
Exactly.
No, that's why, when this
All right, next up, we have item our communications. So
I'll move to receive the file,
okay,
but I do have comments.
okay, supported by Commissioner Taylor. Commissioner Spiz.
Thank you, Madam Chair. My only request or question for our finance department is how soon are we gonna be able to get more recent updates? Cause this is from August, end of August, it's October. And I know I made the same comment before about getting more real-time updates on these projects. And I believe I asked last time for more of a forecast. What are we expecting to spend too? Cause I know this is a closing for August.
Yes.
But I know there's some accruals or something out there that we know we're going to spend in the future.
So on the Pontiac development agreement, the forecast that we have was inside the development agreement that was adopted June 11th. Now granted, there is a budget to actual, which we've asked the developer for that this time around. So we know what's gonna come, like for example, you would have probably seen a larger $3 million spend for long lead items, that didn't happen, so we're asking them to amend that, so I appreciate what you're saying. What we're looking at doing is making sure that we get they submit an invoice to the county on, say, the 5th of the month, and then within 21 days, we have to approve what they submit.
Mhm.
We have the owner's rep reviewing those invoices to make sure whether or not they're in track or off track. So I think what we can do is give you that budget to actual for what we have now. So like for example, the one invoice was like 50% higher than what we had anticipated from the June 11th. So the question is, how did they adjust going forward in the spend? So I hear you. So we are supposed to be submitting today the next month's, and I can certainly put that in there in terms of budget to actual.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, on the 31 Judson, I don't have a spend, I just have a budget right now. They're out bidding the packages right now for the construction. So I don't have, I just have like a gross number, and that's what was put into the resolution that was for like the not to exceed the 174, 525 number. So that's what that is. I don't have a true spend yet.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else? All right, let's prompt the vote on our communications, receive and file. I got it up this time.
Oh, good.
I refreshed and went out and back in.
Okay. How about Ms. Charles?
Yes.
Refresh.
We have 7 yeas, 0 nays.
All right, motion carries. Next up, we have item 9, departmental recommendations. First 9A, acceptance of the FY 2026 Michigan Indigent Defense Commission grant. Moved by Commissioner Long, supported by Commissioner Powell. Good morning.
Morning, Commissioners. My name's Pete Mena. I manage the Indigent Defense Services Office. Paulette Lofton is our Chief Public Defender. We're here today for grant acceptance. We covered essentially everything that's in this grant acceptance we covered at our budget presentation. There's really nothing new that we didn't talk about in budget. So this grant is lower than last year. The budget process in Lansing this year was interesting to say the least. And so there has been some belt tightening at the MIDC because of the way that the state budget was run this year. We will see if the MIDC is giving us enough money. I don't know that this will be enough money. However, the statute does make it mandatory that they reimburse us for indigent defense spending if we overspend. Essentially, if this grant is not large enough, they are required to reimburse us in the next fiscal year. So I am trying to be cautiously optimistic, but if not, certainly we'll seek reimbursement next year. The good thing about this grant and where we are is that it does give Paulette 5 new attorney positions in her office. So we're gonna get those posted as soon as we possibly can. We had hoped that the MIDC process would be quicker and we would have gotten them posted before now, but here we are. We'll get them posted as quickly as we can so that they can start taking some more cases in their office.
Okay, any questions? Seeing none, let's prompt the vote.
Yes.
Thank you. 7 yeas, 0 nays.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I just wanna say thanks to everybody for your patience, letting us have the closed session first. Normally we put it last, but we had a personal issue with one of the important people.
Because that's a DDA.
Appreciate your patience. All right, next we have item 9B, the 2020, we're all really waiting for this, the 2025 apportionment of local tax rates. I'll take a motion from Commissioner Taylor, supported by Commissioner Erickson Gall. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Chair Markham, members of the Finance Committee. I'm Michael Lohmeyer, Equalization Officer, and I'm joined with my colleagues, Shannon Moore and Leslie Cooper. They have been instrumental in helping put together this apportionment report along with some other members of our staff. I want to thank you for the opportunity to present these rates to you this morning. As you are aware, this is an annual report we provide every year. Every taxing authority, including cities, villages, townships, intermediate school districts, community colleges, submits a certified form, L 4029, with us, identifies the operating debt, special millages, provides a split between the summer and winter tax bills. We review and report back to those rates to ensure they comply with the Headley Amendment, and we're here to present you those rates within that 2025 apportionment report. Just a few key considerations that are included. There's 3 proposals on the November election ballot. Oxford School has 2 proposals, and Milledge Township has 1. Oxford Schools, it's for operating and sinking fund rates, and Milledge Township is for senior services. So we will be back on December 3rd depending on how the November 4th election goes, we'll have an amended apportionment report for any effective changes for those three proposals, because that'll affect the 2025 rates in those areas. We stand ready to answer any questions for you with regards to the apportionment report and any rates that you may have any questions for.
Okay. I'll open it up to the commissioners.
No questions?
Commissioner Long.
Just a comment, I've looked through here and Holly is the lowest millage rate and then Commerce is second, so I like living in Commerce Township. It's only 3 mills, that's pretty low, so,
We have homes for sale.
yeah. So yours is 2.7, so I'm not gonna relocate for 0.3, whatever, 0.03, 0.30 or whatever, yeah, 0.30, but it was interesting to look.
Anybody else? All right, seeing none, let's go ahead and prompt the vote.
Yes, 7 yeas,
25.
Motion
Compared to my
carries. Thanks very much for coming in today.
You live in Troy.
Troy's less than 10.
Okay, item 9C is support for the Literature Circle Society's Book Club program.
I'll move it.
Moved by Commissioner Spiz, supported by Commissioner Taylor.
So I have to pay that 9 too.
Okay,
Madam Chair, Commissioners, it's good to be with you this afternoon. I am here to discuss a special project which was first presented to Commissioner Gershenson. And as I understand it, has made its rounds and found some additional support and interest. I am sitting here joined by Joya Henderson, who is the founder and principal of Literature Circle Society, which is a nonprofit providing guidance in literature and learning to students across our communities. And I do want to give her the opportunity to talk a little bit about the work that she's doing. I suspect that you have a proposal in front of you which speaks to the structure of the program that she delivers. But I again want to hand the floor over to her to give her an opportunity to talk about what she's doing and answer any questions you may have.
Hi, I'm Joya Henderson. So before I tell you about the program, I'd like to tell you how this all started. So I'm a mom of 2. I have a son who is 23 and a daughter who is 17 who's in her senior year of high school. I was a teacher in Farmington Public Schools for many years. I had my son and I was an avid reader, so I said, oh, I'm gonna have this kid, he's gonna read books just like I am. Well, sometimes life throws you something different. And as I saw him going through school, he struggled and struggled. And I kept going to the teachers and something's not right here. And they're like, oh, well, he'll eventually catch on. Well, I took it upon myself and I took him to a place called the Center for Human Development through Beaumont Hospital. When I took him there, and Dr. Billings, I learned every research-based program, Orton Gillingham, fast, because I wanted my son to be successful. Fast forward, my son just graduated from one of the best business schools in the country on a full academic scholarship. And he just opened a Savvy Sliders on Michigan State's campus. He is the franchisee. So a friend of mine's called me a couple years back, and my daughter is running for a Koch Scholar. She's a semifinalist to be a Koch Scholar. So my friend called me, she said, everything you've put into your children, can you help other people's kids too? I said, well, I'm still working with my daughter. She said, Joya, she's in high school. You don't need to be with her every 5 seconds of the day. She said, what about this book club idea you thought about? I said, well, I don't even know where to get started. And she was, at this point, an administrator in Farmington Public Schools. She calls me like 3 months later. She said, well, I got you a job. I said, a job? Doing what? She said, your book club program. Farmington wants to take a risk. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. No harm, no foul. Well, it went from Farmington to Pontiac to Birmingham to Southfield to Ferndale. A lot of counties in Oakland County I've been with. So how I run the book club is, it's not like your traditional book club like at the library. I want the kids to love to read. So we play Kahoot. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kahoot. And we play it for little prizes, but I want the kids to stay engaged with the reading. So I give them a little bit to read when they're not with me. And the Kahoot game is over the comprehension questions that they should have gotten while they're reading at home. but it keeps them wanting to be motivated to read because they want the prize. And it's just something small, usually like a $5 gift card to Dairy Queen or Baskin Robbins, something small. We bring in guest speakers that connect the literature together. I'll give you an example. I did a high school book club at North Farmington High School with the book Shoe Dog, and it's about Phil Knight, who's the founder of Nike. I had 3 different entrepreneurs come in because Phil Knight talks about his becoming an entrepreneur. The guy who is the owner of the Chick-fil-A in Southfield, he came in, he talked to the students, brought Chick-fil-A and talked about his rise up in Chick-fil-A. I also brought in a guy who owns a barbershop, and he owns a couple barbershops to show the boys, you don't have to, and it was all boy book club too. I had all boys at North Farmington High School. Then I had my son who did a study abroad when he was in college. He studied in Spain and was able to travel to 10 different countries throughout Europe, come in and talk to them about studying abroad because a lot of the kids had never been exposed to that. Then we culminated the book club with one of the reps from Nike came in and gave the kids Nike gear, and he talked about working at Nike. So that's how I kind of structured the high school ones. I wanted to be more personal yes, the book is like the catalyst for everything to spark off other topics of conversation. And with the elementary school kids, we do an art project that connects the literature. We play Kahoot, we build dictionaries, we talk about character development. We have fun. I have a 90% return rate with all my kids coming back to the book club. And another big part of the book club is because most of the kids are coming from book deserts. They don't have books in their home. Every time you participate in my book club, you get to keep the novel, and I buy brand new novels for everybody because if you can start. If you do 5 book clubs, now you have 5 brand new books in your home, and a lot of the kids are starting with 0. So if you have any questions for me, I am open and ready to take any.
For background, I do want to mention, so Joy and I came into contact some months ago when a contact at a philanthropic organization, one of the foundations that has supported the county's work, referred her to me to make an introduction to Oakland Schools. And at that time I said, well, I think our Board of Commissioners has some interest in literacy, and so I just want to make a referral over to see if there's anything that might be of interest to them, and that's how we arrived at today. So thank you for background.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions? Commissioner Powell.
Stated you came to Pontiac, was you at the high school, elementary, or?
I've been at Whitman, Alcott, Rogers, through Project Excel. Do you know Project Excel, Henry Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Worked with Project Excel.
I
I was there, matter of fact, on Tuesday at Alcott running a book club. When I usually only take 15 kids, it's 35 in there. But Pontiac is special. Pontiac is special to me because it was one of the other first districts beside Farmington to take a chance. And when they came to me and they told me that we don't really have the funds to support it, but our kids love you and they want you there, will you do it? And I did.
Well, thank you, because all that's accurate.
Yes.
Yes, and those schools that you're at, those are good principals,
Yeah.
so.
Dr. Powell, do you know?
That's my cousin.
I love Lisa. She's my favorite person.
Okay, so. I'm happy you at those schools.
Yes.
Okay. I just had a question. If normally these special projects, there's partnerships, you know, this one, you must be getting funding from other places, or?
Well, that's the caveat here right
only-
now. Because most of the buildings I have been in have been Title I buildings. Title I has lost their budget by 26%. And then now the districts have to pick up more of the pension. So even though they gave them a per pupil push, it's really not. So right now, we're in, like I said, Pontiac. I took it, got paid
I already know.
really nothing, but I want the program to continue and proceed. So yes, prior to this school year, there was title funds to support it, but now the title funds have kind of dried up. So this is where we're at.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we're all in favor of making sure the kids can read.
Yeah.
You know, especially the kids who don't have any books in their home and they're gonna end up with 5 books after they're all done.
Right.
So yeah, I just would encourage us to open us to other opportunities to partner with this,
Yes.
right? See this program get more stable. So,
I will love that, thank you.
It's a good
Sure.
thing, yeah, she's all over,
Yeah.
and it's a need.
yep, okay. Well, if nobody else has any other comments, let's prompt the vote.
So Don, you heard it, right?
Needed.
Stay on it.
I will.
We have 7 yeas, 0 nays.
Okay, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thanks for
I'll call you
coming in
later,
today.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you.
Good sponsorship, ladies. Y'all did a
Yes.
trio on that one.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's great. I like programs where a lot of the commissioners
This is great.
are supportive.
Yeah, my cousin is the one, he owned the only two in Kalamazoo. The Chick-fil-A, he in Kalamazoo, and he from Pontiac, born and raised.
All right, next up, we have the sponsorship of the annual Holly Dickens Festival. Moved by Commissioner Powell, supported by Commissioner Spiz. All right. Commissioner Hoffman.
Hi, everybody. Thank you very much. This is regarding support for the Holly Dickens Festival. And most of you probably know the village of Holly and Holly Township have a great history that goes back over 100 years. At one time, there was a cyclone fence factory there. They made Grinnell pianos there. And there are pickles too. Heinz pickles. But anyway, and there's some businesses that have been there through thick and thin for over 100 years. Curtin Lumber, Dreyer Funeral, Wingelmeyer Furniture, and the Holly Hotel, of course. And they've been anchors there through thick and thin. I first started going to Holly around 2007, and the place was a ghost town. But it's events like this that, through their support and leadership, have made this thing blossom, and Holly has now become a destination. And they can speak more about it, but I have George Cullis here. He's the former director of the Holly Dickens Festival, and he's the township supervisor, and Mike McCanney, who is now the director of the Dickens Festival, and he's a trustee on the Holly Township Board.
Not the director. I'm on the board, not the director.
Well, I was giving you a
You give me a
title.
promotion.
A promotion, yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it pays well, doesn't it?
We're all volunteers.
Yeah, I know.
He's got a fancy hat.
We're all volunteers. They didn't get the memo. They were supposed to dress up. Now I'm like, thanks, guys.
I like your hat.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So the Holly Dickens Festival is 52 years old. It's the oldest, longest running festival of its kind in the country. Why do we say oldest and longest running? Because there's a group in Texas that has a Dickens Festival. They both started in 1973. Theirs is 1 weekend, ours is 3 weekends. So we're the oldest, longest running. That's why we get that moniker. The Holly Dickens Festival is all volunteer. It's all done by donation. They currently run on about a $65,000 budget. With everything that's been going on, about 12 or 13 years ago, the festival, it was announced that it was over. It had run out of sponsors and people to take it. A grassroots residents brought up the festival, and they decided it was worth saving. And Mr. McCanney and I were two of those people that started that 12 years ago. We built the festival back up. Every year it grows. It is free to the public, so low-income people can come. All of the holiday features are there. We have Santa Claus come in on the lighted parade. We have train rides. We have Snow Hill. Last year, because we introduced an ice skating rink, so you can come up and go ice skating. It's not as big as the one in the city of Detroit, but it's the same concept. The skates are there, the kids can skate, all of that stuff is free. So
skating downtown.
That's what we have at a festival. If you come up to the Snow Hill, you can ride the Snow Hill, the train ride for the kids, see Santa Claus. Then we have performers that perform on stage all throughout the day. A magician, we have choral groups that come and sing. We do the play. This mustache is because I play Ebenezer Scrooge. This will be my 15th year. And We do an interactive play, so if you guys come on out, raise your hand, I'll bring you up on stage, we have scripts for you. My wife will dress you up and you can be part of the play. I'm always looking for somebody to play Mrs. Cratchit. I'm always looking for somebody to play Bob Cratchit. Or the Ghost of Christmas Present. So I wanna see all of you come on out there and we just have fun with it.
Okay, I will open it up to the commission. Oh, did you wanna add
Well,
something?
yeah, we're basically a bunch of volunteers and we probably volunteer too much. So the festival's been funded only by donations from local city or local businesses and local organizations. Of course, we'd like to have expansion of it. So we bring about 20,000 people to the upper northern corner of Oakland County. My kids have been in it ever since they were born. And we have people come in and talk to us all the time. They've been coming for 30 and 40 years. We have people coming in from Germany, from Japan, because they used to live here and they come back to visit family. So it's open and free to come in. The children's tent where Santa Claus is free. We're trying to add a century, they're opening up an hour early, so we have a century, it's real quiet for children that have problems with noises and other problems, so that's kind of a new thing. But we want to expand it and get it to the point where it's self-funding and keep going, and we kind of need some help, so I think it's a great thing and hope you have.
One final comment, please. If you talk to any of the business people in downtown Holly and the village, they'll tell you these 3 weeks are the best weeks of business for the whole year. And it really impacts the economic viability of the community. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll open it up to the commission. Anybody?
Long.
Well, I was going to say, I think last year we bumped it down to 10,000 instead of 20, but I do see your budget went up another 10,000, right? Didn't it go up from?
75,000 now.
Right, instead of 65, so
Right.
I'm up, I just guess I wonder, and I think I'm gonna really try to make an effort, if someone wants to come with me, I can drive to get out here, cause I haven't been to this festival, but how many people do you predict over those 3 weekends? I think I asked that
Roughly
question.
about 18,000. Understand it's the weekend starting Thanksgiving
Right,
and the 2 first weekends in December. And it is outdoors, so weather
correct.
plays a
Yeah,
part.
weather
Is it Saturday, Sunday only, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
It's Saturday and, it's Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
I'll tell you, over the 11 years that I was a director, we had weather. By the way, I was the only person, I think, in the state of Michigan that ever wrote a check to buy snow. We used to have snow brought in from the ice rinks and I would have to write those checks. We have since gone to a plastic grid system, so we don't have to do that anymore. And we invested in that. But to answer your question, we've had temperatures from the 50s down to 5 degrees.
Right.
We've been hit with 8 inches of snow during the festival. So it does have an impact on who comes out for the festival. But it's roughly between 15 and 18,000
Okay,
people
thank you.
over the 3 weekend
I just wanted to bring
period.
that up, though, I think we did bump it down, but their budget went up, so
Well, the
I'm
reason-
okay, whatever you guys
The reason the
wanna do.
budget went up is costs went up,
Right,
but we added that ice skating rink.
yeah, no, I get it, things are more expensive,
Thanks
yeah.
to you, we were able to
I
do
get
that.
it, so, but I just wanted to bring up the point to the other commissioners that we did lower it last time, so it's up to you folks, I'm good either way, really. But I would like to go out to it.
Commissioner Powell?
Hoffman, are you the only commissioner that governs Holly?
Yes.
Yes, he is. You're the only commissioner for Holly.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Cause sometimes we'll split it and it kind of makes sense,
Right,
right?
right.
Cause several on a project, it just
Right.
helps with the bigger X amount, but I don't think, Hoffman, did you ask for anything else from us?
Right, what?
Did you
I don't
ask
think
for any other projects for us for the
No.
year? I didn't
No.
think so,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah,
My district is 200 square miles, you know?
I know,
but it's all-
I know your district. I was the president of the, so I know the district, but
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure, cause
district is
sometimes
out
that's how we
right,
help, cause
no, that's true,
multiple
plus he
commissioners on
hasn't,
a-
he hasn't done
Cause
another
like with
project.
mine, with the parade, it's 5 of us.
Right.
So 20 for that, we
Right.
split it, right?
Right,
But no, he
Alright,
Okay, okay.
I'm okay. I just brought
I
it.
just wanna make a suggestion about counting visitors to your community. There is a program that's available through SEMCOG, and I can't remember the name, but I think it's Pacer ID. And it's done, through cell phones, right? But they will count, you just like
Geofence it.
geofence an area, and they
Oh,
will
that's
tell
cool.
you who has come to, it will count who's been in your area that day.
So Big
And you
Brother's
might wanna
Oh,
just
Big
touch
Brother.
base, it's
Yeah.
especially for a community
all
like
good
yours where you're doing things over a series of weekends.
Yeah.
That can help you with who's coming, where are they coming from, is the first weekend the busiest? I mean, so
And is this a courtesy fee or?
No,
it's
it's actually free, yeah.
Oh, it is free? Oh, good, because we don't have,
yeah, no, it's a free service.
we don't have much money.
Holly is a member of SEMCOG, am I correct? Holly's a member of SEMCOG?
Village of Holly is a member of SEMCOG.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's free
Oh, so
to
figured,
use
yeah,
that
that'd
tool.
be-
It's a new tool,
It's
it's
probably
only
good for
been
all
out
these
there about
festivals.
9 months to a year,
Oh, wow.
but
Would you like me
it's
to
available.
Would you like me to share where we get our numbers from?
No, that's okay, I'm just saying this is a
Oh, but
more accurate.
it's a good story.
Well, I'm sorry, but we're
Okay, yeah,
running a little behind,
It's a short one, but okay.
Okay.
but thank you.
Thank you.
But I
No,
just
I'm
wanna
good.
suggest that, and I'm trying to suggest it to other communities and events to really get an accurate count.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, it helps us to know.
So
Don wants to add to
I
this.
did wanna mention, so yes, SEMCOG does have access to location analysis through Placer AI, and I have the
Placer.
flyer for that, I can send that
What is
information
that called?
after the
Did you
meeting.
say that?
Placer AI is the tool they
Placer
use for
AI, okay.
location analysis. So
Okay.
I can
Thank you,
send that
that's
over
what
after
I-
the meeting, I'll
okay.
send it to you,
I
Commissioner.
couldn't come up
Thanks
with
very
that.
much.
Good for, yeah, that's
Appreciate
good
it.
for events.
Yeah, any of you that
Right.
have events,
Yeah,
it's
it's really good.
let your communities know
Well,
that.
that's good for us now to know
Yeah,
with our projects.
Placer
You know,
AI.
we get numbers now.
Geofence everybody.
It was like ding, 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 ding. I seen them.
Right, okay.
You big on the numbers.
If there's no other questions or comments to this
Yeah,
group,
no, I think we're good.
let's go ahead and prompt the vote.
Seven yeas, 0 nays.
Okay, motion carries.
Let's start from.
Thank you for your help,
Money's
appreciate
been
it.
approved.
Thanks a lot, you guys.
Thanks. All right, next
See you in
week.
Holly.
I'm going to Holly Friday night. Go Wall Lake Northern Knights. We got a win to be in playoffs, so I'll be at Holly High School Friday night.
You got a football player in your
I
family.
do. I got my football player, my last boy. I'm gonna cry. So
We don't
that's
have
Thank you.
So
All right.
after Thanksgiving, the weekend of Thanksgiving.
Next
then
up,
2
we
weekends
have
after.
items from Economic Development and Infrastructure Committee, starting with the campus-wide evacuation sign replacement, which is item 10A. Moved by Commissioner Smith Charles, supported by Commissioner Taylor.
Somebody said it's my last boy, 4 boys playing high school football. It's gonna be the last game if they don't win.
Let's see, do we have anybody here from the department?
They might be, let me see.
He was here earlier.
Oh, that's,
Yeah, he was here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Josh.
Basically, we are replacing all of
I mean,
the
if we don't have questions, we can.
emergency signs all
Do you
over
have
the
questions or
campus.
anyone? You do have questions? All right, then we can, let's move
Big
on.
improvement, I can
Maybe
tell
move
you
on,
that.
can we move on to the next item? No, are they coming? Let's move on to the next item maybe,
Yeah.
or what do we get in
They're
trouble?
walking in right now.
Okay. We are
That's all right.
there.
They're all getting their healthcare figured out, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
We
gonna
charge
do
for
that
that.
too, but no.
Oh.
Today.
They're here till 2, so.
I did mine myself in
That service.
3 minutes.
No, I got better
You're up,
hope.
let's go.
You're up.
Roll.
I did mine in 3 minutes.
Same thing happened this
At
morning,
home.
there's, our agenda
If you
shows
do
that there's
the
two
same, or you
items
leave
ahead
it
of
the
this.
same,
Oh,
it's all
don't
been the
worry.
same, I just
Sorry.
left my house.
Move
keys.
Shit around.
Cause I want that
Stuff around.
3,400, thank you, up front.
Changed it.
All right,
I dropped my.
And I added my dog.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I am Jennifer Henson-Piesek with Facilities Planning and Engineering. We are here to ask for a motion to approve the evacuation sign project. And I'm here to answer any questions you might have in the packet.
Yeah, we got one.
Commissioner Spitz
Alright.
has a
Thank you,
question.
Madam Chair, just a question, I support this because it's important. Something just caught my eye. $549 for printing, but $67,500 for professional services. What's
Yes.
the professional services?
So we hired an architect to actually go through and review
all of the documents that we have to make sure every building was depicted accurately within it. And then specifically, we do have areas for inclement weather, shelter in place kind of things. So we wanted to make sure that those met the criteria, so we had architects review that as well for us.
I'm in the wrong business.
So it's a console.
And you told us in EDI that it was over 500 locations that you're doing.
That is correct. So we have 44 buildings and there would be 550 signs that would be added to all that.
Just in the future, I hope AI can help us do some of that stuff, but.
Yeah.
Look into that, I know.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know what AI would do in this case, but
Well, they can come and do the whole building, just come in and scan it, it's done.
yeah, but you still need to have a human put the paper in the thing, but I digress.
Yeah.
Still gotta plug it in, yes.
That's right. All right, any other comments or questions? Let's prompt the vote.
The AI battles. Putting everybody out of business and jobs in a minute.
Motion carries. That's why
We need
you
it for
went
anything,
into
so.
the trades.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all done. Who next?
Wanna get rid of people.
Let's go.
But everybody needs a
Thank
plumber.
you.
Thank you, Jennifer.
I'm gonna drive down costs, I mean, it's nice.
All right, next we have item 10B, which is the amended Oakland County Brownfield Redevelopment Authority bylaws and fee schedule.
I'll move that.
Moved by Commissioner
I'll
Smith
support it.
Charles, supported by Commissioner Powell.
It could have been you. We need bipartisan stuff.
We do. Well, she sits on the wrong side of the table, so that.
Oh, no, don't say wrong.
Right side of the table.
You know what I mean. I just look over
You mean
here
just the
when I'm
right
doing one
side.
from this side, one from this side.
Yeah, she usually sits on the left.
It's all
on the right.
amiable
She's coming
around
over
this
to the
table
dark
right
side.
now. It's all good. Okay.
Just one step closer.
Sorry.
We digressed.
Good afternoon. We're here to start off with, we have updated bylaws for Oakland County Brownfield Redevelopment Authority. Our initial bylaws were adopted in 2001. These are updated bylaws for the only time they've been amended. The law has changed multiple times over the years. The most recent time was 2 years ago. At that point, we decided to have Corp Council review it. In all fairness, we actually started the review back right before COVID started, but obviously things happened during COVID, so it was put on the back burner. But then the 381, the acting law, changed again 2 years ago. So we had to re-update it again, and what you see in front of you is the amended language that Corp Council worked on and our board approved, as well as the fee structure that we worked with the CFO Brian on adopting in order to get some more funding. To help myself, I am the lone staff person for the Brownfield program, so we are using those funds to help fund a position that actually was posted today for the Brownfield program to work on future projects as they come in. As of 2 years ago, with the amended language in Act 381, allowing housing TIF projects become very much busier in the program itself, and with the US EPA grant, as well as these housing TIF projects and traditional brownfield and transformational brownfield projects. Just been overwhelmed with work the last few years. So that's why we decided to go with the new fee structure along with these bylaws.
I'll open it up to the commissioners. Any comments or questions? All right, let's try to vote.
Was that for B and C or just B?
That was B. C is gonna be different.
You have 7 yeas, 0 nays?
All right, motion carries. Then item 10C is the Orchard Shops Brownfield Plan located at 4210 Orchard Lake Road in the city of Orchard Lake Village.
I'll move it.
Moved by Commissioner Smith Charles, supported by Commissioner Long.
This is an exciting project in the city of Orchard Lake Village. This is a mixed-use project at a contaminated site or a facility. The project is cleaning up an old dry cleaner that had a a lot of contamination spilt down the drains, if you will, back historically, where that was a common practice, if you will, by the owners of those facilities back in the day. The city applied for $1 million grant through the Eagle, through the state of Michigan. They were awarded that, so that's why you would see a very short term and a capped number in this brownfield plan as far as the tax increment financing, because there's a $1 million grant that they were able to secure through the state of Michigan. So it's a very short 5-year payback period on this brownfield plan. And then again, it's a dry cleaner, it's a mixed use redevelopment with housing, which is a needed stock for the city.
Yeah, clean it up. Excellent. Okay, anybody?
Clean it up.
Yeah. I did not realize that all these old dry cleaners are contaminated sites. I know of one on Orchard Lake Road coming here that's been an abandoned building for quite a long time. And
Now, it's not fair. I'm sure a lot of dry cleaners historically did the right thing and disposed
Sure.
of chemicals the right way, but I'm sure
it was
there
a
is.
common practice.
Yeah.
I have history and all that. Okay, well, if nobody's got any comments or questions, let's prompt the vote.
Perfectly pressured, all those chemicals.
I used to work at a factory in Arizona, a munitions plant. And that's what they did all through the 40s and 50s. Every solvent we used, they poured in the ground or poured on the ground. And it just, and when I was there in the 80s, the entire aquifer under the city of Tucson and that whole area was contaminated and became a Superfund site that we had to filter the entire aquifer under the city of Tucson because of that contamination. So crazy.
You have 7 yeas, 0 nays?
Motion carries. All right.
Thank you.
That's good.
Thank you.
Moving on to item 11, public health and safety recommendations. A grant acceptance from the Michigan State Police Department for the FY 2026 Oakland County Narcotics Enforcement Team. Moved by Commissioner Taylor, supported by Commissioner Long. All right, who's got this one?
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Hi, Gaia.
Okay. Because I got an error. I don't know if you can see me because it's not showing up on my camera, but I got an error at the beginning of the when I was logging in for my microphone and my camera. So anyway, this is our annual acceptance for the Narcotics Enforcement Team burn grant from the state of Michigan. And this year the award total is $195,372. It will partially fund one full-time principal attorney in the prosecuting attorney's office and 2 full-time sergeants in our sheriff's office net unit. We also had a PT&E office support clerk that was vacant for a while, and it will be deleted with this grant award, and then that funding will go towards the full-time positions.
Okay. Okay, any questions, comments? We like getting money from the state. Okay, let's prompt the vote.
You have 6 yeas, 0 nays.
All right, motion carries.
Thank you.
You.
I have to keep doing this heavy lifting. I'm coming back for a raise, guys, just so you know.
You should.
Donuts. All right, item 12, legislative affairs and government operations recommendations. Item A is FY 2026, 2027, 28, and 29, collective bargaining agreement for employees represented by the Oakland County Sheriff's Office Command Officers Association, representing command employees of the Sheriff's Office. Moved by Commissioner Erickson Galt, supported by Commissioner Smith Charles.
Yes.
Hi there. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Dan Clemmer, Chief of Labor Relations. Nice to see everyone again. I'll be as brief as I can because boy, this meeting's really been like the Dickens. Right? So I couldn't. I mean, I've been waiting.
For the last 20 minutes.
That's about the perfect timing. Once a year you can say that.
I saw that guy outside the meeting. I've been trying to figure out how to work that in. So, anyway, so we've been before you, and actually, kind of like a point of personal privilege, I'm wondering, is there any way we can consider the two together?
Yes.
Okay, just for.
I need a motion to do that.
That's okay.
Commissioner Smith, or Erickson Galt, supported by Commissioner Powell. All in favor of taking both of them together, say aye. Aye.
Thank you, I
Okay,
appreciate it,
yes.
just like to move it along a little bit easier. The first contract, well, one of the contracts is AFSCME, which largely deals with court employees, many probation employees, youth assistants, that segment of our employee population. And the other contract deals with the Oakland County Command officers, the higher ranking personnel there. The AFSCME contract really does kind of follow a lot of the similarities that I have brought before you in the past few weeks. There's nothing too new or different from the series of contracts there, but I do want to highlight a couple of the differences, just so you're aware of them, in the command contract. Most notably, and this is something that's really helpful for myself and my team, the command contract is 4 years, which kind of staggers it a little bit better, so we're not in the same sort of 9 to 10 contracts in one season like we did this time, which was very difficult timing wise. And just to point out, you'll notice that the wage increases are slightly higher for the command than the other unions, and there's a reason for that, and that is because this group of law enforcement, as well as teachers and firefighters, are subject to something called Act 312 arbitration, where if we don't get the economics right, we have to submit to binding arbitration, which is essentially like a mini trial where someone else will tell us the errors of our ways. So we want to avoid that. And so based on our comparables, which are Macomb and Kent, these figures are right in line with that. So that's just market factors that we literally have no control over. But in addition to that, as we all know, it's staffing is a challenge right now in this environment with law enforcement. We want to remain at the top with or near the top, making sure that we retain the best law enforcement talent and attract the best law enforcement talent. This contract allows us to do that. So with that, I'm happy to answer any questions that anyone might have. I just point of victory here. We have one more contract after these two to bring before you at the next meeting, and then we'll be all set with these. So any questions, I'm happy to hear them.
Commission, anybody have any questions? All right, well, that being the case, let's prompt the vote.
You have 6 yeas, 0 nays.
Okay, motion carries.
All right, thank you very much.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next is our second public comment. Is there anybody who wishes to address the Finance Committee from the public today? Seeing no one, I will close our public comment, and that moves us to, is there any other business? Then we are adjourned. At 12:45.